Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3-yard pickup.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 70 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here we are, Charles, getting towards the home stretch. And this quarterback, speaking of home stretch, he's very much in the home stretch of his career. He's had to fight to keep his job this year, but he's been able to hold off the number 2 man. And now his team very much in the hunt for a postseason berth.
And let's face it, if you'd asked me this back in October, well, heck, you did ask me back in October, and you remember what my response was. I didn't give this team much of a shot at all, but here they are, and they've rallied behind their quarterback. And what's been interesting for me is watching him play this year, watching his body language, hearing his...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. On first down, Alexander incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
57's Mike 57.
They'll try the left side. It's Barton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Alexander looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Alexander's pass.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Alexander's
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
6-0 our score after 1.
Raiders 6, Steelers nothing.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Barton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
On first down, Newman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Alexander. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass.
Alexander's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, Finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Throwing on first down. Alexander, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to you.
What a catch at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete.
Leads to
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one in.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Good on the fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw on second down, Alexander. And the Raiders have got him.
Quarterback sacked. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. Go. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barton, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on 1st down. Barton, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Alexander. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the back.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get down.
More of that.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He was brought down by.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Alexander.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, They're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A pair of touchdown passes for him, the lead on the scoreboard as we glance at those 2 TD passes.
Yeah, this is what my old coach used to call rockin' easy right now. Everything is going well. Throwing the touchdown passes, boom, and boom. The team's in the lead. Grins for everyone.
And looking for more grins as we roll on here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just shutting him off there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Brought down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10. Alexander. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost up.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Alexander. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 57. Don't get nervous.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. The try here for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
Max Crosby, the quarterback.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Alexander. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
57, Mike 57.
Off the play fake, Alexander. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the...
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, Alexander, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
82, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
Throwing again. Alexander. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
Alexander's pass, complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Las Vegas.
On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
To say it was an emotional moment would be an enormous understatement. But I managed to keep it together as we headed for the tunnel. And then I went out for the final game of my pro football career.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 62. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Robinson.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
10 on the coverage.
Throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
13-yard line.
So here we are, Charles, Super Bowl Sunday. Already plenty of storylines coming into this one. And now you talk about our quarterback here. There have been rumors all season that this might be it for him. And now we get word that... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
The 1st down pass.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
35-yard line.
And Charles, we followed the story of this quarterback all season long. And there's no doubt in most people's minds that he'll have his bust in Canton in the near future. But how much pressure do you think he's under here tonight?
Well, I think he's under a little extra pressure, and it's self-inflicted because he let us know that this is going to be his last game. Look, we've seen him in these situations so many times throughout his career, right? We've seen great play almost no matter what. But when you add the extra pressure of, it's my last game, I want to win the Super Bowl, I want to go out right, Yeah, it might take a series or two for him to calm down, make sure he's back under control. But he has been under tough situations before. He just wants to add a Super Bowl on his way out the door.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Third down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after.
For the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
49ers, 0.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers, 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
That's another.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Again, the ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Number 3.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
It's 2nd and 8.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 61 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 21-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. And he coughed it up, and the Raiders have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Now a carry for Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
47-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at now. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Less than a yard.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21. 49ers 3.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's
defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 74 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 30.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Raiders have got him.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Armstrong. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
At the 20
to throw again on second down. Wilson, open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
31-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
There's my special guy. Ugh. Bring it in. Bring it in. Now, honest opinion? What do you think of the jacket? Bam.
It's,
Huh?
great. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Showtime, kiddo.
What's up, jabroni?
From their early days here as the Heartbreak Kids, to their tumultuous time splitting reps in college, and finally, their illustrious careers in the NFL. I was able to document each moment of their unbelievable tale of friendship, rivalry, and ultimately, brotherhood. And you too can read all about it in my bestseller, All Heart, the Tommy Matthews story, $12.99, online, everywhere. All kidding aside, these two men exemplify what it means to be a true legend. Sacrifice, dedication, a willingness to go to battle with the man beside you, but most of all, heart. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to honor these two titans of the game by dedicating them this: the Heartbreak Kids Field. Give it up for the Heartbreak Kids.
Got you, kiddo.